Hi and welcome back to Love English. So, in today's lesson, there is one word that I want you to try and avoid. And it is possibly one of the first words that you ever learnt when you were learning English. And of course, it is one of the most common. Want. Want. So, to want is to desire something, or we can use it to request something. Now in today's lesson, I'm going to share 12 alternative phrases and words that you can use instead of want. It is particularly important that you avoid using want when making a request. In fact, let me tell you a little story. A few years ago, I had a very lovely student from Kuwait and he wanted to take me to Harrods. So we went into Harrods, and if any of you have been to Harrods in London, it is a very posh store and they've got an amazing food hall. Now, he spotted a chocolate counter and he knows that I love chocolate. So dragging me over, he probably didn't drag me actually, I probably ran to the chocolate counter. He told me I could have any chocolates I wanted. Being polite, I said, no, that's okay, I don't want any, but he insisted. He then proceeded to speak to the shop assistant, the sales assistant, by saying, I want that one, I want that one, I want that one, I want that one. And I had to stop him and tell him, no, don't use want. Using want when making requests is a little bit rude. And really, you want to avoid it. Of course, in English, it's so important to use please and thank you, but even when you do use please and thank you with want, it can still sound a little bit abrupt, direct. So in today's lesson, we're going to start by ensuring that you are more polite and avoid using the word want, and then looking at ways to express your desire for something when you want something. So, simple lesson. Are you ready? Let's go. So the first 5 phrases I'm going to share with you, you probably have already heard of a few of them, but you might not have realised how important they are. Let's start by ensuring that you are not going to use want when you request something. You want to sound more polite, more sophisticated, and of course show more respect to the person that you are requesting the item or service from. So let's imagine we're ordering a coffee in Starbucks. Fine. Fantastic, a situation we are all familiar with. Instead of saying, I want a mocha, or I want a frappuccino, you could say, I'd like a frappuccino, please. Pay attention, I contract there. I don't say I would like, but I'd like. Sounds more natural, more native. Then you could also use could I have or can I have, could I get or can I get. Can I get a frappuccino, please? Could I get a mocha, please? Could I have a mocha, please? It's that simple. You could also say, I'll have a frappa mappa loca loca latte. Doesn't exist, but it just highlights how ridiculous some of the coffees sound in Starbucks, really. I think they're a bit crazy. I'll have a caramel latte. Simple. And if you want to sound a little more polite, a little more formal, you could use please may I have. Please may I have. Please may I have a frappuccino with extra ice. Frappuccinos are cold, right? Oh, all these different coffees. I think I need one now. So speaking of needs, wants, desires, there are different ways of expressing this. And of course, we don't normally say I desire. When you say I desire, it really does sound a little bit odd, formal. I can't think of any real situation that we would use I desire. Desire is usually used as a noun. You have a desire for something. But to desire, to say I desire a frappuccino, sounds a little bit more passionate and formal. It's odd. You wouldn't normally say it in this way. So first of all, don't use desire. Use, I could really do with a cold coffee right now. It is sweltering outside. So I could really do with. This phrase is almost like I need. I could really do with a frappuccino. I could really do with a cold shower. I could really do with a holiday after lockdown. So it is expressing a need, a want that is almost a need. It's like saying, I know what could fix this situation. I know what would solve the problem. For example, if your friend comes to you and says, I am so stressed out with all my uni work at the moment, or I'm really stressed out at work, my colleagues are driving me crazy. You could really do with a break. You could really do with a break, meaning this is a need that you have, a want, and this would fix the problem. You can also use this expression when something needs work. For example, you might have a very long pair of trousers that are too long, and you could say they could really do with being taken up, meaning made shorter. So there we go. I could really do with, you could really do with, they could really do with, instead of saying they want, you need. Number 2, simple but effective. I feel like a burger for dinner tonight. I feel like we should have a barbecue. I feel like a nap. Oh dear, I really do feel like a nap. So when you feel like something, it is expressing that internal desire. It's a spontaneous desire for something. Usually is more spontaneous. I feel like in this moment, this is how I feel. This is what I want. I really feel like going to the beach today. So what do you feel like doing, feel like eating? What do you feel like today? Remember, you would use a noun or a gerund after I feel. I feel like dancing. I feel like singing. I feel like I need a cold coffee. Number 3, a little bit more light, fun. You could say, I'm in the mood for. I'm in the mood for. Oh, I'm really in the mood for a gin and tonic. I'm really in the mood for a good chat with my best friend. So a light, fun way to express a desire. Think about a situation where you're with lots of friends, you've got lots of ideas and everyone wants to do something different. You might say, oh, I'm really in the mood for, I don't know, a good party, or I'm in the mood for an action film. You're explaining what you want, but without putting too much pressure on anyone to actually go along with what you want. By saying, I'm in the mood for, you're expressing your desire, but you're not putting any pressure on people to basically serve your desire, to go along with it, to agree. You're just saying it in a light, fun way. So again, it's a want for a thing or even an action. I'm in the mood for swimming. I'm in the mood for singing. I'm in the mood for a gin and tonic. And I really am. It's so hot today. I'm just thinking about cold drinks all the time. Number 4. And if you don't know this one already, then you probably haven't been learning English very long. I fancy, or I really fancy. Now the verb to fancy can mean a sexual, physical attraction to somebody, but in the case of expressing our desire, it's very similar to I feel like. So actually, I think it's more commonly used in the UK. I'm not sure how many Americans use this phrase, but certainly it is one that Sabrah and I use a lot. So I fancy, to express a desire, a want. It's not really strong. So if you say, oh, I really fancy a burger, it's like saying, you know, if I have it, great. If I don't, I'll survive. That's okay. So I really fancy, or I fancy. Really fancy a good cup of tea right now. I really fancy going on holiday somewhere hot with a great beach and a lovely hotel. So don't forget, comment below. Let me know what you fancy, what you feel like. Comment below and let me know. Now, number 5 and 6 are stronger. It's expressing a very strong desire, and you'll probably guess that, by the expression itself. I'd kill for. I'd kill for. Oh, I'd kill for a steak right now. I would kill for a coffee right now. I am, so tired. So I'd kill for. It's a little bit dramatic. It's exaggerated. You're not literally going to kill someone for your frappuccino, your steak, or whatever you want. But, you know, it's expressing how much you want that you'd be willing to kill for it. But not exactly. It's exaggerated. So again, a strong, strong desire that you will do anything to get it. I'd kill for. Kill for a gin and tonic. What would you kill for? Comment below and let me know. And remember, you don't actually have to kill anyone to get it. Number 6, like I said, very similar to I'd kill for, I'm dying for. I'm dying for. I'm dying for a frappuccino. Now, if we remove for, you can say, I am dying to go on holiday. So to plus the infinitive verb there. I'm dying to see Sabrah's new baby. So I'm dying to. This expresses the action that you want to do. So not gerund, to plus infinitive verb. I'm dying for a frappuccino. I'm dying to go to the coffee shop. Of course, there's dying in the phrase, so it does express a desperation, a strong, strong need that you need to do or have this thing. And finally, a little bit more relaxed, I'm up for. I'm up for. I'm up for going on holiday. I'm up for going for a swim. I'm up for Chinese tonight. Yeah, I fancy a Chinese takeaway. So a little bit more relaxed, not as strong as I'm dying for or I'd kill for, but certainly it is a great way to express a want, a desire. In the same way as saying I'm in the mood for, I'm up for, you're not putting too much pressure on anyone to agree to your desire, your want, but you're saying, you know, this would be great if I could have this or if we could do this. I'm up for learning more English. And there we have it. Hopefully a very simple but effective lesson to broaden your vocabulary and help you avoid that boring, basic verb want and ensure that you're also very polite when making requests. Now, don't forget, comment below and let me know, what desires do you have? What do you fancy? What are you up for? What could you kill for, or what are you dying to do or dying for? What could you really do with? And of course, what are you in the mood for right now? Comment below and let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.